So NREL and Anterix are collaborating together in order to create a framework in order to evaluate communication in advanced distribution management system applications. Not only are we able to create a framework, but we're also able to evaluate certain scenarios with different congestion in order to see how well the wireless communication performs. We think that this can have a huge impact on utilities and how they view communication across the grid.
Anterix brought in a 900 megahertz private LTE system that we deployed in the lab to serve as the communication link between the devices in the lab and the control systems. In this case, the Advanced Distribution Management System.
Having the Energy Systems Integration Facility, a place where we can test these communication protocols with the devices that we've characterized and understand, will provide that success and impact for the future.
By testing it here, evaluating it here, we're able to answer questions on its performance before it goes out into the field where utility will actually implement a wireless system.
We're really on the cusp of doing something new and great in building this future grid that we've been envisioning for the last decade. And this future grid is decentralized. It's built with many assets spread across the whole distribution system as opposed to one centralized location. And for that, probably one of the most important things that we're going to need is communications.
We thought it was critically important to come and collaborate with NREL because of their world-class facilities for testing and developing renewable energies technologies. Without NREL, we wouldn't have been able to test out direct transfer trip functionality over wireless.
The goal of the project really is to allow utilities to ask usually the second question that comes up when they're looking at implementing an ADMS system. The first is, how will the ADMS system really benefit my overall operations in my system? The second is, how do I actually implement it?
As a IAB member, it's very important for us to sit at the table with these ideas and let these researchers know early on whether or not this is actually attainable, whether or not we can take this idea and push it out to the grid edge and really get some economics out of it for a utility that's going to help our membership.
The grid, as everybody knows that's involved in this, the grid's changing. I mean, we were built as a one-way distribution system. We generate electricity, we transmit electricity, and we distribute electricity. Now with the coming of distributed energy, solar and wind, we've got little bitty generation and transmission pockets all over our system. Now we've got a new dynamic, and the ADMS helps us control that and make sure that we have electricity on demand.
We're really at the heart of distribution system grid edge, and as we start to grow more and more of these homes, these assets together, how do hundreds of thousands of devices start to communicate together? Because that's what it's going to take to have a very secure energy future.